What's good, folks? It's your boy, Jordan Molyneux, also known as GNS Mol, getting right back into it today with yet another reaction video. Talking about reactions though, myself and the GNS clan are doing our first ever clan reaction video. That is going to be recorded this Sunday. Absolutely insane. It'll be incredible to do that. We're trying to work some things out to see what we can do with it. So, but before we get into anything else, today's reaction video is going to be yet another Monica Naranjo reaction. And this is hers, probably one of her highest requested live performance reactions that has been in the comments section to every single one that has been putting it into the chat, or in the chat. I'm sorry, I'm really just focusing on the clan right now. You've all been in the comments. This is a video that you've all been asking me to react to, and we're now here. We're finally going to be able to react to it. Bring it on. This is Monica Naranjo, Ahora Ahora. This was back in 2013. Quite a long time ago, if you ask me. Oh God, when times were simpler. I'm looking forward to get into this. So this was sent to me. The link was sent to me by a few people. So we're gonna get straight into this. But just before we do that, do not hesitate to click subscribe and the notification bell. Click all so you never miss a video. Yeah. Also click the like button. Give it a big old crush if you've really enjoyed what you've seen, and also get down in the comment section, tell me what you enjoyed and where we can improve for the new year. Let's get straight into this. This is Monica Naranjo's live performance of Ahora Ahora. Let's go. And if I have pronounced that wrong, I do apologize. It's the whole speaking Spanish. Yeah. Let's get straight into this, folks. In a 3, 2, 1. Let's get. Alright. What have you got for us today, Monica? Surprise me.
I like it.
I like the setup. I love the setup that it's literally just her and a piano. I love that. That's why I like Ed Sheeran. All he needs is him and the guitar.
Desnudarme poco a poco, encenderte si te toco. Sí. Nos miramos al espejo. Me haces daño y no me quejo.
You can tell that is live. That's as live as it gets. When she's about to start singing, she takes a big breath in, and that's when you can tell when someone is singing live. You know, you can hear them breathing in and out of the microphone. The microphone catches everything that the artist does and says. Like, that's when you know someone's really giving it their all live. The piano's beautiful. And she has the entire audience just quiet. You need to be extremely gifted to be able to hush a crowd like this. You really need to. You have to be extremely talented. You have to be extremely amazing with how you work with the audience to be able to have an audience that is literally like this. Adele's very good at it. Ed Sheeran's done it before. Bruno, I think, has a few times with his slower songs. This is when you know someone's gifted.
Porque
The entire audience just...
quiero ahora es tu cuerpo ahora, ser su dueño ahora, ser su esclavo ahora.
Oh, wow.
Y amarlo ahora, y adorarlo ahora, parar el tiempo ahora, y acariciarlo
Wow. Wow. The control she has. Breathtaking. The piano is beautiful as well.
Desnudar el cuerpo abierto por el vientre, sentir tu aliento. Sí, como inunda el mar la roca, ven y lame la miel de mi boca.
That's it. Get the audience involved a little.
Yo te quiero
Wow.
ahora, con la boca ahora.
She's... Wow. You see, you need to be so gifted as a performer to pull that sort of stuff off. You have to keep the audience invested in every little thing that you do for that to work. Some artists don't have that in their locker, but they try it and it's just awful. And what Monica has done there, she's showing them that basically she can be a performer as well. She can keep an audience, you know, enthralled into what she's doing and every word she's saying. Breathtaking. Her vocals, breathtaking. Everything she's doing right now it's sensational.
Con la carne ahora es urgente ahora, embriagarme ahora, ganar el punto ahora, y arrojarme
Wow, what a voice. I wish it was in British, in English. Beautiful. Okay, wow. All right, folks, that's going to be it. That's going to be Monica Naranjo's live performance of Ahora Ahora. That was breathtaking. What she was so good at was just bringing in different aspects, clicking her fingers, taking deep breath, you know, kind of adding to the song just a little bit more. And like I said, you need to be gifted at what you do as an artist and as a performer to be able to pull that sort of stuff off, because not every artist is good at it. I mean, they've tried it, they're not very good at it, but that is just sensational. That was beautiful in every which way. Absolutely stripped back to everything that we have heard up to now from Monica. Stripped back, just her using her voice and a piano. Now, this is what I say in other reactions, like Little Mix, etc., and you have all these other female artists that show off their bodies to an unbelievable amount of extent. You know, people, I believe that now Jessie has now left Little Mix because of her mental health situations, etc. People calling her ugly. I'm like, I'm sorry, but you are putting your bodies out on the line for you to be brutalized by people. Like, I look at the likes of KSI, and KSI's been doing his thing now for 11, 12 years, and you would have thought if there was anyone that's going to leave his, you know, his job as on YouTube, it would be KSI. You would think. The abuse that he gets, you go over to his Reddit, you'll see the absolute unbelievable torture that man gets on his Reddit. It's brilliantly funny, but it's also disgustingly hilarious at the same time. This is what you need to do, ladies. This is what music should be about. It shouldn't be about you trying to be sexy or anything. Monica is sexy and beautiful in her own right because she's just gone out there with a piano. She's a beautiful woman. She could sing like an absolute angel, and all she had to help her was her voice and a piano. That's it. That's all she had. That is talent. In music nowadays, you have ladies that are stripping down near enough bare button naked to try and get views. And I'm like, from horny ass kids, and I'm like, why? Why do that? Just let your talent do the talking. If you like Little Mix, every single one of them phenomenal singers and phenomenal dancers. Last video, Jade near enough had her entire ass out. I think Perry near enough had her breasts out. I'm like, I think the only one that was fairly decent dressed. What's the other one's name? I can't remember the other one's name. I'm very sorry. She was the one that was fairly well dressed. Jessie had this kind of bikini-like thing on her, and I'm like, I don't understand it to why girls think that gets good views, or they think that's right. And then people are like, oh, it's empowering women. I'm like, no, it's not empowering. It might be empowering you, but they're just... I mean, if I was Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, who is the boyfriend to Perry Edwards, who's in Little Mix, I wouldn't be massively comfortable with my girlfriend, the woman that I loved, being near enough entirely naked in a music video. I wouldn't. I'd be like, I love you, you're beautiful, but you don't need to do all that shit. You just sing and dance your ass off and put it out. But that's the world that we live in today. This is what music should be about. It should just be about you and your voice. And if you have a piano, perfect. It's stunning. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's stripped back. You're just literally showing everybody, hey, I am this talented. I am this gifted. All I need is my voice and a person playing a piano. Bosh. Done. You look at the likes of Panic at the Disco. Now, Brendan Urie, he has a band, of course, but it is just his voice. He's also playing a piano, or it's just him singing. Yeah, he's got a band behind him, but it's just him. It's just his voice. People, and also he's a fairly good-looking fellow, is Brendan Urie, but Brendan Urie is probably one of the only male artists out there that has got that incredible vocal range that no other man can compare with. Like Bruno Mars, I feel like Bruno Mars, Ed Sheeran, and Brendan Urie are the top 3 male artists of this generation because of the kind of music that they release is ridiculously amazing, and they're all incredibly gifted and versatile in their music. Monica is also in that category. She can do opera, she could do rock, pop. This is more of a ballad. Like she could, what I've seen from her up to now, she could do near enough any genre, and she still sounds very good on it. Like, there's a difference with most artists nowadays. Like, you look at Little Mix, and what do they mainly do? They do pop. They are big here in the UK. Not as big in America, I don't think. I think they're not as big. I think they're still known in America, but I don't think they're as big as to what One Direction got anywhere near. Like, One Direction was just worldwide phenomenon. You know, Fifth Harmony were well known in America, but were still fairly known here in the UK, but nowhere near as much to what, you know, Little Mix were like, of course. But they were still fairly well known. But that was because Simon Cowell did kind of coddle them a little bit. Then all I have to say is that was fantastic. Phenomenal performance from Monica. And this is what makes me wish like we could go back in time a little bit. Like, go back to when music was supposed to be fun. It didn't need to worry about if you were good looking or not. Look at Elton John. I'm so sorry, Sir Elton. He's not the best of looking of guys. He knows he's not. But what a voice. People loved Elton because he was one hell of a singer, but he was a sensational performer. He could perform. Like, when he performed live, he was sensational. Frank Sinatra, another great performer, as well as having a great voice. Whitney Houston, beautiful woman, phenomenal voice, and let her talent do the talking. Celine Dion, a beautiful woman in her own right, still a stunning voice, you know, and they didn't need to show off their bodies. They didn't need to do all this stupid shit that artists do nowadays. Like, that's why I quite like Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie doesn't really do much of that. I mean, she's stunningly beautiful as Anne-Marie, and she's incredibly gifted. But, like I said, that was extremely amazing. It was beautiful to listen to. I wish it was in British so I could hear the lyrics in English. So, yeah, I might have to try and locate that. But that's going to be it for me for now, folks. Thank you all ever so much for stopping on by. This has been your boy GNS Mole. See you now. Take care. God bless. And
I'm always waiting for you.